There are a lot of things that we women have to learn from men, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I do not understand why people would choose to keep suffering because of what society would say or because they are so afraid of the consequences. Choose yourself, sis. Choose yourself. How why would you want to live in a miserable world? Why would you want to live a miserable life? I don't get it. Why? Why? No, like I need answers because I'm always baffled every time. Why? Hey family, welcome to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Benari Bello and this is the Get Better podcast. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic. I feel like people don't talk about this enough. And especially females, we get to, we're in this whole war zone where the male are fighting against the female and the female are fighting against the man. It's just chaotic. But I think that this is a topic where we have to calm down and give men certain flowers. And not just give them their flowers. It's not about giving them their flowers, honestly. We don't care so much about that. It's still a war. There are a lot of things that we women have to learn from men, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So get your pen and your papers and write this down because all of these things are going to help you live a better life and they're going to save you. The first thing is men love themselves. Men love the heck out of themselves and they would not hesitate to choose themselves in every situation. A man would never care about the consequences of picking himself. He would pick himself in situations where he have to pick himself. He doesn't care about the consequences. He doesn't care that he's been with a woman for 10 years and they have 15 kids and he doesn't care. If he feels like this is time for him to choose his happiness and he's no longer happy in that situation that he's in, he's going to pick himself without caring about what's this person? He doesn't even care the day and time. He would dump you on your birthday, on the day your dad died, or anything. He's gonna pick himself. I'm not saying you should become a cruel person, like most of them behave and all of that. The takeaway here is we should learn to choose ourselves regardless of the consequences. We women are always the one trying to sacrifice ourselves on the platter for what? For what? We're trying to sacrifice ourselves for, oh my God, my children, I have 10 children with him already. Oh my God, I've spent this amount of years with him already. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's going to pick himself. He's going to walk away. It doesn't matter. You have to pick yourself first before worrying about other consequences because most of the time, if you don't even pick yourself, the people that you're worried about that are going to get affected are actually going to be affected more than you think they would because you're not picking yourself. Let me give a clear example. A woman in a bad marriage will say, oh, I'm staying for the kids. You never hear men saying they're staying for the kids. Fine, we're not the same gender. Men are different from women. Women are different from men. I understand that. But when it comes to loving yourself and choosing yourself, there shouldn't be any difference. You should pick yourself every damn time. But let me go back to my example, right? In a bad marriage, the woman is always saying, oh, I'm staying for the kids, blah, 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 and all that. You're sad. The children can notice the tension. It doesn't help the people you think that you're helping. Those children that you think that you're staying in that bad relationship for, you're not helping them. You're actually destroying them more than you're helping them because now they're seeing the whole tension and chaos. They're not free in their own home. They come home and they don't know what next is going to happen. They don't know the next fight that their mommy are going to be having. They can see that you're clearly sad and you're crying. You raise those children in a terrible environment, teaching them terrible examples. But when you leave, everywhere is calm. The children are happy. Everywhere is peaceful. They are coming home and they know that, oh, mommy is there for us. Everything is fine. Nobody's fighting with anybody. Nobody's tensed. And it's even annoying because in that environment that you think that you're staying for them, in that bad environment that you think that you're staying for your kids, most of the time, both of you, either the man or the woman, tends to transfer aggressions on the kids. So the kids are living in tension. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know who is going to annoy which of the parents are going to transfer aggression to them. It's not healthy. You think you're saving those kids by being there, but you're not. At the end of the day, you're not. And I feel like women actually know this. I feel like we actually know that we're not helping anybody. It's just majorly the fear of society that's making a lot of women stay there. It's not really because of the kids, because deep down, they know that environment is not okay for the kids. It looks like I've actually digressed from the topic I'm actually focusing on, but yeah, this is part of it. So pick yourself, choose yourself every damn time. A man knows how to love himself. A man will pick his peace of mind, his happiness, his comfort, his freedom over anything, and he doesn't care the consequences. All he wants to do is feel great about himself. That's all. And the truth is, if you're going to love yourself, there has to be a level of selfishness. There is always going to be a level of selfishness in loving yourself. Don't go overboard, but also don't go underboard. I know there's no word like underboard, but don't underdo it. Don't stay and take so much shit because you're trying not to be selfish. At some point, you have to be selfish to love yourself properly. What's life if you're not even loving yourself and you're not enjoying it? What's life if you're always being tensed? What's life if you're sacrificing yourself over and over again? What is the joy in it? You have only one life to live. So make it make sense. I do not understand why people would choose to keep suffering because of what society would say or because they are so afraid of the consequences. Choose yourself, sis. Choose yourself. Why would you want to live in a miserable world? Why would you want to live a miserable life? I don't get it. Why? Why? No, like I need answers because I'm always baffled every time. Why? Please learn to be selfish sometimes. Choose yourself and be happy. I beg of you, please. The second thing men don't joke about is making their own money. You see, men understand that money is power. Men understand that money gives you the ability to live your life in your own terms. They know that. They understand that. And that is one of the reasons why they don't joke about it. You think it's because they have a family to take care of and they have responsibility on them because society wants them to do this and do that? No, no. They know that for them to be free and have the audacity that we're always saying, oh, where do men get all this audacity from? Where do men get all this audacity from? Where do they get this from? They get that from understanding that money would help them live a better life. Money would give them a choice. Money would help them be able to make choices, be able to have choices. They know that, and that is one of the reasons why they would never stop pursuing money. They understand and they know that in order to actually fully love yourself, you need money because money is what would give you the ability to say no to certain things and be like, nah, I don't have to take this shit. I don't have to be here. I'm not doing this. I can go. Money gives you the ability to make choices, to say no to things that you feel like you do not deserve. Money gives you that ability. Let's not start pretending, and I will say it without stuttering. The reason 95% of women are in nonsense and bad situations, especially with men, is because they are not making their own money. And that's why they don't have the ability to walk away when they're supposed to. And that's why they're eating so much shit, taking so much nonsense from people that are not even. Let me not start getting pissed. They're taking nonsense from people that ordinarily they're not even supposed to be in the same space with, just because they don't have a means to get by. Money is power. Like my father would say, money is power. Have some of it. Make sure you have some of that power. It's very important. And this is one of the reasons why men have the audacity they have to choose to say no, to pick and drop, to do whatever they can do. Minus the fact that the society, the patriarchy, that's a whole nother story. But the bottom line is also because they have the financial power to say no. I always say that one way to spot a woman that really loves herself is when she's trying to get her money up, when she has something doing that's bringing money for her. That's one of the ways you can spot a woman that loves herself because she understands that, especially for women that have the opportunity to not have to work, women that are kind of privileged, they're in a position where they really don't have to work or like make their own money. They have a coming, maybe their brother, their sister, or their father is giving them, but they still feel like, I need to still make my own money. Those kind of women love themselves. A lot of them love themselves. I know there are exceptions to the rules where some of these women still don't have great self-esteem or whatever. They're insecure in themselves, or blah blah blah. But a lot of them are doing that because they understand the power money has. And to fully love yourself, you have to have money. Period. The third thing we actually need to learn from men is perseverance. Men can persevere through any hurdles, especially when it comes to making money or loving themselves or just in general. They're very good at perseverance. They're very good at being disciplined to get that thing that they want to get. Even when it comes to women, if they want to get you, if a man is fixated on getting you to be his girl, he will not give up. He knows exactly what to do. He would keep at it. You will not breathe until he gets what he's looking for. Especially when he knows that, okay, you kind of like him. He would make sure that that likeness is fully being built. He makes sure he nurtures it to make sure he gets to the point where he has you. Men are very, very focused when it comes to what they want. They're focused on their goals. When it comes to financial goals, they're focused. When it comes to getting the woman of their dreams, they're focused. And also maybe that's why they're focused on money, because they know that most of the time to get the woman of their dreams, they have to have money. But either way, men are very tenacious, they're very disciplined, they're very driven, they're very focused, and they persevere a lot. And we need to have that. We need to stop giving up the minute something starts going wrong. We need to stop acting like spoiled brats. I don't want to say princesses, because a princess doesn't actually mean that you don't have something doing and you're not focused or persevering. But yeah, you get what I mean. Don't be a spoiled princess or a spoiled brat. I don't want to do this and I want to do that. Okay, you're gonna bear the consequences of not having to do anything, because wherever you're getting it from, you're gonna pay one way or another. So we need to learn to not give up on that goal of ours, that business of ours, and we also need to learn to not throw our entire dreams away the minute we meet a man. Don't do it. That still boils down to the first topic. Love yourself enough to understand that nobody's going to be giving you without taking something from you at some point. At some point, the person that's giving and giving is going to get tired. Love yourself enough to not get to a point where you forget your dreams because of a man. A man would never forget his goal or dreams because he met a woman. So why are we doing that? Why? These are the three things I've learned from men, and I really do hope that we pick all of these things and apply it in our lives. We would actually live better lives if we can apply all these things that I just mentioned. Your life will be better if you decide to love yourself better, if you decide to choose yourself, if you decide to persevere, be disciplined, be focused, and if you also decide to get your money up. Your life would be a lot better as a woman, especially in the society that we live in right now. You can't depend on anybody. You can't put your entire livelihood in the hands of another person. You're gonna pay for it. With the men we have in this generation, you're going to regret it. Don't do it for any reason. Even if you're depending on a man for a particular time, make sure you're equipping yourself to be able to become independent if you have to. Learn a skill or something. I feel like this is another topic, but yeah, you get what I mean. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've stayed to this point, subscribe to this channel. We're gonna learn a lot from this channel. I'm saying we because I'm growing and coming here to also give you guys the tea to grow and become better. Like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Before you go, don't forget you are enough and God has given you everything you need to succeed. Bye and see you in my next video.